Okay, look, I know I've been gone for months.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
We need to talk about this Home Alone reboot. Home Alone is one of those franchises that should have just quit while they were ahead in the 90s. I know I usually cover older Disney movies, and I know technically this isn't an older Disney movie, and it's not even a new reboot of an old Disney movie. We need to talk about this monstrosity. Home Sweet Home Alone. So Kevin is replaced by this British kid Max, which is cool, admittedly. I don't know, he kind of starts to grow on you. This movie has the exact opposite vibes of the original Home Alone for me. Home Alone had a large, loving, forgetful family. A lot like at a high school or middle school, you know, when a family gets that big, there are going to be cliques that break off between the different kids. But at the end of the day, it was a loving, caring family. Whereas our main character, Max, and his family seem to have an interesting, toxic relationship.
Maxwell Johann Mercer. What is with you today?
Carol Ellen Mercer. Take a guess.
I get that it might be sort of realistic for some families, but it makes it really hard to get like directly into the plot because you're kind of like, holy shit, this family is like really mean to this kid. And there is a star-studded cast which kind of helps you forget about how bad the rest of the movie is.
I'm obsessed with open concepts.
Open is my favorite concept.
I mean, I love me some Kenan Thompson, so I don't really care.
We're gonna get rid of that jelly belly, Dad, am I right? Get rid of the jelly belly.
Pete Holmes is Max's uncle. Kenan, as I mentioned, plays the real estate agent throughout the film. Ellie Kemper plays Pam. Rob Delaney plays Jeff. So it's got a good cast. My obvious guess is that we see these celebrities to distract from the absence of an original idea.
I'm looking forward to that, but
Really, the entire theme of this movie is just different and boring. You know, it seems a lot like those Hallmark Christmas movies. Moving along, this movie has an entire scene that revolves around eBay and like a selling page because they find out how much money this doll is worth. eBay had an immense amount of screen time in this movie. I digress. Max is left at home, more Christmas shit happens. Now, although it did have its upsides,
hashtag ill-judged.
this movie tried painfully hard to mimic the magic from the originals. I guess you could say it's charming in a way. It mainly just feels like they forced a Disney sequel. And when I say a sequel, I mean like the straight to VHS or DVD sequels. That's how bad this is. I mean, they even tried to poke fun at the fact that they're like remaking the movie, and it just tried to be self-aware, but it came off almost cringy.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10.
This is garbage. I don't know why they were always trying to remake the classics. Never as good as the originals.
Our sticky bandits are replaced with Jeff and Pam, who are local neighbors who are gonna steal that doll to get their money back. I didn't pay too much attention because I honestly didn't care too much about these characters, but they did try to break into Max's house and get the doll back, and then whatever the fuck this is happens.
Feed him a piece of this gross old lady candy?
Of course, that's all he eats.
I guess Max doesn't want to call the police because his mom may get in trouble for leaving him at home alone when his family went to Tokyo.
Why did you have to tell anyone, Max?
And they remind us by repeating the name of the movie right in front of our face like we're 5 years old.
Are you saying your parents left you home alone? Alone?
Probably the market for this movie anyways. The plot is basically the same as the old movies. Bad people terrorize a boy who terrorizes them back. Family panics from halfway around the world, and the cops are hardly any help. There are a couple nods to the original movie. I cannot stress enough how forced they feel. It's almost as forced as the celebrity cameos.
We're gonna get rid of that jelly belly, Dad, am I right? Get rid of the jelly belly.
It's basically the entire cast at this point. They tried to set it up the same or make the angles look the same or even play the same music in the background throughout the entire damn movie. The rest of the movie is the same formula copy-pasted with a really sad attempt at some physical humor.
Jim!
Some decent jokes fill the dead space, but it's really awkward and clunky in its pace.
I'm definitely a child in need. Neither this.
Can I help you?
Oh, yes. Can I get a shopping cart, please?
Shopping cart. Oh, no, sweetheart. These toys are for children less fortunate than you.
Like, I appreciate that they took their time telling the story, and how that translated once it got onto camera looked really nice. But they could have cut so much out of this movie, shaved off 20 minutes, and made it make a little bit more sense to me. There was just a lot of dragging on. Oh, and I know this is random, but all throughout the movie, they have these transitions, and it makes me feel like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory transitions, like when they have like this over-animated transition.
He could be a model, and he's only...
That was cool and pretty distracting. Oh, and remember when I said Max kind of grows on you? I take it back. I take it back. Sorry, kid, but he kind of can just be a little annoying.
What is with you today?
Carol Ellen Mercer. Take a guess.
And then there's this like scene at one point where they venture into like VR. Where have you taken me? As if a grown man wouldn't know that he was wearing a headset on his face. I really tried to come into this movie with an open mind, but it's just stupid, brain-dead reboot trash with no real other motivation than making money off nostalgia and 5-year-olds that'll think this is hilarious.
We just want to talk.
Will you just stop and talk to us?
Shame on you, Big Film, for allowing such terrible practices to ensue. Someone should look into that or something. Max is reunited with his family, and none of the cops get reprimanded for ignoring the calls of a young kid, and everyone lives happily ever after. Honestly, overall, I'd say this movie does a great job on its own as a kid's movie, but that's about where it stops. No matter how hard I try, I just keep getting straight to VHS or straight to DVD, like Hallmark movie vibes. It just goes to show that like not all of the classics need to be rebooted or continued, especially when it's just a money grab with little to no creative additions in the process. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you disagree or agree, leave it down below. Let me know. I want to hear it. I want to talk to you. I want to have a conversation. Likewise, if you want to see more videos, I want to invite you to subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it's free. What more could you ask for? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.